Breaking news. The legendary Gaussian channel has just flashed green. The other 3 times this has happened, Bitcoin stayed green for the next 900 days. So is Bitcoin about to stay green for the next 900 days? We're about to break it down. Welcome in if you're new. My name is Steve. Hit that subscribe button. Let's jump straight into it. The legendary Gaussian channel. Everyone goes crazy about the Gaussian channel. In fact, I've been getting tons of messages, tons of emails, tons of alerts begging for me to cover the quicksand with the Gaussian channel. Steve, what's the latest with the quicksand? Have we entered quicksand? What does it mean for Bitcoin? What does it mean for this bull one? What should I be doing right now with the quicksand? I'm going to be giving an exclusive bonus alert with the latest and greatest on the quicksand, and I'm going to drop it this Friday together with a bonus trade alert video. Both of them dropping this Friday inside of the FFA. The good news is the FFA has been locked for the past 2 months. You couldn't sign up to it. But starting right now, I'm opening the FFA for only 72 hours. You can sign up, but only for 72 hours. You're going to get the first week free. You can cancel anytime, and you're going to get those 2 exclusive bonus videos. I literally can't make it any easier for you. You're going to get the first week free, cancel anytime, and get those 2 exclusive bonus videos. The problem? The clock is ticking. Don't miss out. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Again, that's CryptoCrewUniversity.com. Sign up right now. It's free to enter for the first week. I'll see you inside there. Now, to this Gaussian channel, just flashing green. Take a look. We just hot up the press, flashed green on the Gaussian channel. It's been a couple years since we've come out of a bear market and flashed green. By a couple, I'm talking about July 2019. Here we are pretty much 4 years later doing the same exact thing. Out of a bear market, flashing green, right? It only happened a couple times. We've got to go back and understand, what does it mean, right? I said in the intro that once we flashed green, we stayed green for an average of 900 days. Back here in 2012, we stayed green for about 800-ish days. In the next cycle, it was about 900-ish days. And then the most recent cycle, it was about 1,000-ish days of remaining green. So it's a pretty drastic move. It has huge implications, and we've got to break it down. We really have to understand what's happened before and what do we think is going to happen now based on the facts and the charts, right? So let's take a journey back to 2012, shall we? Let's get in our time machine. Let's head back to 2012. Let's understand what were the facts then when we came out of a bear market and switched from this red to green. What we notice when we look at 2012 is when we flashed from red to green, we were holding support on that green, and we did so for a number of days. It was a time in the market that was relatively boring, right? We came out of the bear market and people were still in disbelief, all right? They were still in disbelief. We were in this phase right over here where if you look at the market psychology, there's a lot of things that become clear. In disbelief phase, there's literally a tug of war with the bears and the bulls. The bulls are chanting that we're going to go substantially higher, which doesn't happen. And then the bears are chanting that we're going to go much lower, which doesn't happen. Unfortunately, both parties are wrong during the disbelief phase. The disbelief phase is the disbelief for a reason. It tricks people, right? The people who are too bullish are completely wrong, and the people who are too bearish are also completely wrong, because it requires so much muscle to pull the market out of a long extended bear market and into the phase 1 of the bull. And we notice here in the charts, when we went out of the long extended bear market into phase 1 of the bull, Bitcoin needed to catch its breath, and it needed to create key market structure. If you look at this structurally, we were building where we were holding support in this boring period of the cycle was the previous resistance way back here many months before. So this was our previous resistance, and it became our future support. We were building key market structure so that the market could have a healthy bull run, right? So 2012, that real turning point in the market was switching from red to green and then remaining green for about 900 days, right? So we look at this turning point in the market to say, hey, this was the disbelief phase. You can clearly see it in the charts. The market was very boring. It was moving sideways for a whole bunch of days, you can see how long the market took to really start to move. It was 144 days of basically having the same price every day in Bitcoin. Does that sound familiar? We'll get to today in a moment, but we've got to get back in our time machine and fast forward to the next market cycle to understand what happened then, back in the glory days of 2016. Well, in 2016, we saw, okay, we had our high price here. Once we entered inside the quicksand, that's when the red flags started to come. We entered a long extended bear market. We stayed red for a very long time. It took a ton of muscle to get out of the red. We finally pulled ourselves from this area of about $163. We rallied up to about $500. This rally alone took Bitcoin out of the bear and into phase one of the bull. We were in that disbelief phase at that moment when, again, the Bitcoin bulls said, hey, we're going a lot higher. We just had this huge rally from 163 up to 500. We're going to the moon. And guess what? They were completely wrong. And you had the bears who were like, you know what? This is a sucker's rally. This is a fake out. Wait for the blood to come. You guys are going to get destroyed. And they were also wrong. So the majority of people were completely wrong, and the market just went sideways, and it was incredibly boring. And again, this structure is needed in the market. And this structure is really built in this disbelief phase. I cannot stress this enough, but if you look at from this red to green, we started holding support and we were in this boring phase where it seemed like Bitcoin's price didn't move day after day after day. And it was 197 days before we really started to move. Where we were building market structure support during this period was our previous market structure resistance. That is key. I want you to remember these facts. We're going to use these facts and analyze them with what's happening today to make sense of it. So we know what Bitcoin is doing. We know what is coming. And we know if Bitcoin can remain green for the next 900 days once we look at all the facts and we examine what today is doing, right? So 2016 changed from red to green, holding support right in the midst of that boring market cycle, the disbelief phase, right? And you can see what happened next. Bitcoin remained green on average about 900 days after that, and those were the glory days. But it all started with what I call phase one of the bull, which is very boring. It's in the disbelief phase. Now, shall we get back on our time machine? Let's fast forward and understand the next market cycle and if there's any commonalities, because this was the last market cycle prior to the one we're in right now. So we've got to understand what that most recent cycle had in store for us, right? We had our market cycle high. We came inside the Gaussian channel. The quicksand never loses. It's undefeated. Once you enter quicksand, it will pull you down and it's a deep dark hole, right? We entered this long extended bear market. This you can see illustrated by this long extended red period here. And again, we had our market cycle bottom here and the market pulled itself from this market cycle bottom. It was the only rally inside this red channel, which again happened in every single cycle. Inside this red channel, large rally. Inside this red channel, large rally. Those large rallies are what literally pulls Bitcoin out of a bear and into phase one of the bull. And it takes so much power, so much muscle that Bitcoin has to catch its breath in this disbelief phase, which is a tug of war between the bulls and the bear, which is why you see price stagnant, building critical market structure for that bull cycle to come. It repeats and it repeats and it repeats. These are things that I've been saying for many, many years, and everyone in the comments will try to fight it. This time is different. There's an ETF. There's this news. There's this lawsuit. It happens in every single cycle. You don't believe me? Go back 4 years ago and look at any of my videos. They're all the same. Everyone's commenting the same thing 4 years ago that they're commenting now. Steve, this time is different. This time is different. The bears are going to be in control. The Fed, interest rates, the ETFs, the SEC, all of it's the same. It's all news. Men lie, women lie, the charts don't lie. Now let me start to break down what we're dealing with today. But in order to fully understand it, you have to understand we had this red period here, largest rally in the bear market. Red period here, largest rally in the bear market. Red period here, largest rally in the bear market. Those largest rallies took Bitcoin from a bear into a bull and into the disbelief phase where we spent the next 1 to 200 days of pretty boring prices, right? Now, if we go to our most recent cycle, it was a bit different, but pretty much the same, right? We had this largest rally. It was too big. It was non-sustainable, and Bitcoin had to correct itself. But again, we did not reach a higher price than this for several hundred days. How long, you ask? Well, we'll take a measured move, and we see that it was about 500 days. So this is what we don't want to happen. This is an anomaly, but there were huge warning signs. And if you watch my videos, we were blessed enough to call the bottom back here in 2018, and we covered this cycle running up to the prices here. We called the top of this just based on the facts and the charts. We don't have a crystal ball. There's nothing special about me. I was a horrific trader when I was 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. I got beat over the head. I just learned how to read the charts. That's it. And I'm sharing my knowledge with you so you learn how to read the charts, so you don't have to be an idiot like I was, who I really thought I understood the charts back when I started in the stock market. I just got killed. So I learned how to read the charts. I'm sharing my knowledge with you. Whether I say things that you like or hate, you respect it because they're the facts in the charts. It's not what I hope to happen or what I think might happen or a coin flip, fingers crossed, none of that BS. I talk about what's happening in the charts and what I see with all of the facts, right? Plain and simple. That's why you come to my channel. That's probably why you just subscribed. And if you haven't done so already, that's probably why you went to go get those 2 bonus videos and see what's on inside the FFA. If you're really interested to change your life, that's where you're going to do it, right? Now, back to the facts. We had this large rally. It was not sustainable. We covered it in every single video. Look at any video during this time period and you'll see what I said during that time period. It's not sustainable. And then we printed a gravestone doji right at the top, which was a huge warning sign. And then we crashed down. But again, we didn't reach a higher price for the next 500 days. That's the disbelief phase. The disbelief phase brings you that largest rally, and then you don't reach higher than that for at least 100 days, right? So same back in 2012. You have the largest rally. It brings you right here. You don't reach a higher price than that for at least 100 days. That's the disbelief phase in a nutshell. That's structurally what it looks like in this crypto market, and it repeats itself every 4 years. And guess what? Every 4 years, people don't want to believe it. They say this time is different. How about the Fed, Steve? We're printing money and we're going to get an ETF approved and this and that. It's the same every cycle. All of these things are just news. They're all noise. Take those things and throw them right in the trash. That's where they belong. You should focus only on the facts in the charts. Once the facts are disproven, okay, we can change our stance, but who cares about the news? This is what I had to learn as a young trader. I really paid attention to the news and I got beat over the head. So we went in our time machine back to 2012. We moved it forward to 2016. We took that time machine to 2019. We studied all the facts. We understand this was a big problem. Now let's break it down. Are we going to repeat one of these huge problems again? Or are we going to be more similar to 2012 and 2016? Let's break it down. Our most recent cycle, we had our cycle top. This technically is our market cycle top. This technically is our double top. We covered it at length here on our channel. This was our top. This was our double top. Luckily for us, it became pretty apparent. This double top had incredibly strong bearish divergence and made it very easy to understand what was coming in Bitcoin. Not to mention, many months before that, we entered quicksand, which was a huge warning sign, right? So we had our top, double top, huge bearish divergence, crash down, huge red market. Sound familiar? We were in our time machine. We covered exactly those things before, right? So here we are, large red market here, spiraling down. Luckily for us, we had our market cycle bottom, which was here. We had our double bottom, which was here. And luckily for us, we had huge bullish divergence during this period, making it a little bit obvious what was to come, but incredibly hard to call because during that time period of the world, we were about to enter global war. There was huge amounts of blood in the street. Everyone was against me. It was about 75-80% of people saying that there's no way in hell this is the bottom. We're going to go to 10K, 5K, 3K. There was a lot of things out there, but I stuck with the facts and the charts. I didn't pay attention to the news. I remained level-headed. I continued video after video to present you the facts. And so far, this has proven to be 100% accurate. And after that, we had our largest rally in the bear market, right? Once you have the largest rally in the bear market, that's what pulls Bitcoin out of the bear into phase one of the bull. And then we said, look, for the next 100 to 200 days, we're probably not going to get above 31K. And we made that call. How many days ago was that? 72 days ago. And it sounded a little bit crazy at the time. We just had the largest rally. Everyone was like, it's going. We're higher. We're going to go 40K, 45K, 50K. All those same people that were chanting we're going to go a lot lower flip. And this is what the disbelief market does to you. It tricks you. So don't be tricked. I was just like you. If you were tricked, I was like you before. I was tricked in the stock market when I'm 16, 17, 18, 19 years old. I was an idiot. I was tricked time and time again with the same trick. They just kept tricking me with the same trick. This is why I'm here, sharing my knowledge with you. I know how to read the charts now. I know how to dominate this game now because I know the rules to the game, and I'm sharing it with you. So whether I say something you love or hate, you should respect it for what the facts are, with the validity of the facts in the charts. Whether you want Bitcoin to go up, down, left, right, sideways, that's irrelevant. Focus on the facts. This largest rally took Bitcoin out of a bear into phase one of the bull. The same when we went in our time machine to 2019, same thing happened. We didn't reach a higher price than this for hundreds of days. 2016, largest rally in the bull, took Bitcoin into phase one of the bear. Didn't reach a higher price than this for a couple hundred days, at least 100 days. 2012, same thing. Largest rally, didn't reach a higher price than this for at least 100 days. So where are we now? We said Bitcoin's probably not going to reach above 31K for at least 100 days. We're at 72 days now, so we're getting a little bit close. And we just flashed green, which is a huge sign. So when we flashed green before, Bitcoin was in this period of already during that disbelief phase, right? Same here in 2016. We were already in the disbelief phase. Same in 2012, already in the disbelief phase. What we can see is that shift to green was that shift from that disbelief phase and starting to shift into the next phase. It wasn't quite there, but that was our warning sign to the market that, hey, this is for real. This is not a sucker's rally, that Bitcoin is serious, that this is phase one of the bull, that we are building critical structure. And again, you look at our past structure here, resistance in this zone, resistance in this zone. Guess what? That's our support now. It's the same exact, when we took our time machine, we talked about the structure that we build during this period is the same as the previous structure, right? This support zone that we're seeing here was our resistance before. It's the same exact thing. Pound for pound, move for move. The comments will say, Steve, this time is different. You will see. Go back and look at any of my videos. It's all the same. They will name all of these things in the news as reason. These are all just stories. Stories are irrelevant. They belong in the trash. Focus on the facts. We're in phase one of the bull. Bitcoin is doing the same exact things, move for move, pound for pound. So what does it mean? It means that we're getting ready to be finished with this phase one of the bull and move into higher prices of Bitcoin, but we're not ready yet. This move to green is our early warning sign of what's to come. So let's get back to our core question. Is Bitcoin more in line with 2019, where we went drastically wrong and it took 500 days to reach a new higher price? Or are we closer to 2012 and 2016, where it was about 100 to 200 days? We built incredible market structure based on the prior resistance, and then we moved methodically up to higher prices. What are we more in line with today? Well, so far, what Bitcoin has been really methodically doing month after month, day after day, week after week, is repeating the 2015 fractal. If you like fractals, you like history, you like looking and comparing these moves, this is what we specialize in. This is what we've been doing for years, and Bitcoin is really in line with 2015. Now, does it mean it's going to go to the moon like it did in 2015? It's not likely. And we have some videos on what we think Bitcoin is going to do based on just the facts and the charts. You probably won't like what I have to share. I'm a Bitcoin bull. I want Bitcoin to go up, but I'm a realist. I like the charts. I respect the charts. I have incredible respect for the charts. And that's what I want you to start to get. So the charts are saying, like, look, this was our high price. We're seeing resistance right at that high price. It's been 72 days so far. It might be another 72. It might be another 10, 15, 20, 30, but we're getting closer to getting out of this and moving into the next phase. But this green signal is our signal to us. What should you do if you're still on the sidelines with cash? I think I've made it abundantly clear. If you still are waiting for way lower prices, you might be waiting forever, right? Phase one of the bull, it does the same thing every time. It builds incredible market structure, and then it moves methodically up using that resistance that we used to have as our next level of support with the next leg up. That's what it's going to do. That's what Bitcoin is scheduled to do. And this green is our warning sign that that is precisely what's to come. Now, I do want to say about this is the 6-day Gaussian channel. The 5-day Gaussian channel is the one with quicksand. That's the one that I got beat over the head with messages. Steve, what's happening with the quicksand? Please give an update on the quicksand. What's the latest with the quicksand? Did we enter quicksand? And if we did, what does it mean for Bitcoin? Are we in trouble? Is this bull run in trouble? What's happening? What's your opinion? What should I do now? So again, I'm making that into a bonus video. I'm going to launch it on Friday together with an exclusive trailer video. I'm adding a ton of value into those videos. Those are videos that people would cut off their arm and give it to me. But instead, I'm going to put it inside the FFA. The FFA has been locked for the last 2 months. You couldn't sign up, but right now you can, and only for the next 72 hours. You're going to get the first week free. You can cancel at any time, and you can get those 2 bonus videos. I can't make it any easier than that. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. The link will be down below. Go lock in your seat. If you're really interested in financial freedom, you're tired of missing trades, you feel like you're out of the loop, stop all that. Be a part of an exclusive community, a tight-knit community that is really focused on financial freedom. This is your ticket. CryptoCrewUniversity.com. I'll see you on the inside, and I'll see you right back here tomorrow with another banger video. Peace and love to the fellow underdogs. Are you looking to take control of your financial future and gain financial freedom? I have an incredible opportunity for you. This academy is going to change so many lives. Take absolute beginners to expert in the crypto space. My mini courses also teach step-by-step wealth building and wealth protection with my 7-step process to gain financial freedom. This is your opportunity on a golden platter.